Welcome to video lecture on the living world, adaptation and classification. In this video lecture, we will see the adaptation. Adaptation means the requirement of the living organism for their survival. Every organism needs food for their survivals, and that is the most important requirement, and all living organisms struggle for it. Now, when we will see the adaptation in plants, we will see here two types of plants are there. We all says that plants are autotrophic, but every plants are not autotrophic. Some plants are there which do not synthesize their food for their growth. They will depend on the other plants for their food. That's why for that we are seeing here two types of plants. First one is autotrophic plant and another one is heterotrophic plants. Now autotrophic plants means plants made their own food with the help of photosynthesis. So they are called as phototrophs. Most of the plants are the example of these autotrophic plants. These plants can synthesize their own food with the help of sunlight, chlorophyll, water and other nutrients. Now here these plants are able to synthesize their food and that they are called as autotrophic. That process is called as the photosynthesis process. You all know the reaction of this photosynthesis. They can synthesize the glucose and oxygen for us. Now second type, that is the heterotrophic plants. Heterotrophics, that hetero means something different. That means the plant which do not make their own food and depends on the other plants for their food are called heterotrophic plants. There are different examples for these heterotrophic plants, such like a dodder plant, yellow wire-like stems and leaves that always we are seen on the other branches of the other plants. Now they are having some characteristics like that they don't perform photosynthesis. Generally, these plants have a lack of chlorophyll. That's why they don't have an ability to synthesize their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Therefore, they don't perform photosynthesis. It has historical sucking roots for the absorbing nutrients from the host plant. As we know, from the phloem of the plants, they will transfer the food to all the different parts of the plants. Now, these plants, historical plants is there, they will having a absorbing roots. Means whatever is the material goes from the phloem, that plants will absorb that material and they can require their nutrient level. Roots penetrate up to the conducting vessels of the host plant to absorb water and food. Now next is the fungi. We all are seen or learn about the fungi. If we will keep a bread or the chapati for 2 to 3 days, that time there is a growth of fungi will occur in the moist atmosphere. That fungi it also a heterotrophic plant, because for the food that fungi will depends on the material or sugar present inside the chapati or bread. Why that things are happen? Because fungi is a plant, but due to the absence of chlorophyll, it cannot perform the photosynthesis. They obtain food from starchy foodstuffs like bhakri and bread that grows fast, very easily grow fast on that bhakri or the bread because it contains the glucose in that, and therefore that the fungi will get their food. Then they have a root like fibers for absorption of a food. Such types of different again plants we are seen in on the stem of the larger plants or on the stones also. These are also autotrophic heterotrophic plants because they can't synthesize their own food. Then along with the food, plants also needs different nutrients. It also needs nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium for their growth. There are certain plants they needs an oxygen for their growth. Plants like Drosera, we will also call it as a sanddew plant, Venus flytrap, pitcher plants, etc. fulfill their needs for nitrogen by consuming insects. Means nitrogen containing insects they will eat as their food and they can maintain their oxygen level, nitrogen level, phosphorus and potassium level also. Then these plants have adaptation to attract insects and hold them captive. Means they are having that characteristic. They capture the insects and hold them also because they have a need of the nitrogen. That's why these flowers are also attractive. And if we will see, the insects are easily get attracts. They are generally having a sweet juice is also there, and because of their attractive colors and attractive pattern, the insects are easily comes in contact with it, and that plant will capture that plant insects for their requirement. Third example is the Venus flytrap. That is also a very beautiful flower and insects are easily attracted to them. From this we can see that as we have a need of food, and for that need human beings are working for a day. Similarly, the plants and the animals are also working hard for their food. Those which are the heterotrophic plants, they are also having some specific characteristics, and because of that they fulfill their requirement of food. This is about the heterotrophic nutrition. Thank you.